And now it's time once again for another episode of Wipe Those Tears. And here is your host, the star of Wipe Those Tears, Jason DiCanio.
Hey, thank you very much. Oh, what a cool, thank you. Oh my goodness, thank you. Oh, you're too kind. Please. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to another edition of Wipe Those Tears. It is episode number 29 on this Wednesday night, April 24th, 2024, and exactly 46 years to the date. On this date, 46 years ago, we want to wish the Jim Perry version of Card Sharks a happy 46th birthday. There it is. Happy anniversary. Yes. Happy anniversary. Damn. 46 years to the date. Man. Jim, if you're listening to this show up in heaven, we thank you for that great show that you gave us many decades ago. And I know you're watching it probably on reruns in heaven, as they say right now. Well, anyways, folks, we've got a fantastic show lined up for you tonight because, number one, we have a replacement and we have a newcomer to our show tonight. So we have a 6-man tag team ready to go tonight. First off, let me explain that also the May meetings that are next month for the David 3000 Network will take place May 7th, 14th, 21st, and 28th at 8 o'clock. Those are Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock next month for the June schedule, the summer schedule, which will be launched on June 1st. So if you'd like to attend any one of those meetings on any of the dates, please get in contact with David St. Dennis, and he'll put you in whenever you decide on which Tuesday you would like to come. You only need to attend one meeting. That's all you need. You really don't need anything else as far as that's concerned to show up to. Okay? And we'll get you all the information that is taken care of for that reason. What do you mean you lost? You didn't lose me. I'm here. No, I'm here, Emu. I don't know where he's going. Yeah, I'm here. I didn't mute myself. Oh, Jason Kelly? Yeah, we probably did lose him. Okay, well, we'll get him back later if he decides to come in. In the meantime, let's go ahead and introduce the Tier Masters for tonight's game. First off, let me get the guy who is replacing Mark Leota tonight because Mark is out of town. And he is the host of the Dugout Crew, the shenanigans that he has. He's also part of the Rant and Rave podcast, as well as he's got a whole host of other responsibilities that he does. He's a great friend, and he's going to be with us tonight. Here is Mr. Eric Lima. Yes, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good. It's my first time doing these Wipe These Tears things. So
yes, well, you get some applause for that. Yes, first time is a charm, you know. But in the meantime, you are doing fantastic, I must say. Then everything well, good.
It's good. Everything's good.
All right, man. You'll be all right. We'll get you through this. Remember, all of us are all buddies here. We're there's no haters, no enemies, and surely no trolls. So you're 100% safe and protected. We wish you the best of luck. Thank you again for covering from Mark Leota. Okay, now the Tier Master who's been here, host of the Plum Show. Of course, you know he's got a lot of other good stuff from Florida. Here is the man of the hour who needs to get his camera on. Here is Brandon Bogard. Yeah.
Great way to come in there.
Wow.
Hey, boys.
Holy cow, man. Looks like you're ready to fall out of your chair or something, you know?
Maybe.
Last week was the green screen or the green background. Now tonight you're upside down. What is this in tribute to?
upside down, you turn me.
Me,
Yes, being my weird self.
I know, man. Every week we never know what you're going to sprout on us, but I think you're going to add more fluid to the brain. The more juices are going to come into the brain to give you more info on the games. You know.
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe. All right. Well, we wish you the best of luck as well, too, Brandon. All right. Now, the man from Kansas with his kitty tonight. Oh, give it up for Scott McVeigh. There he is. Yeah.
Hey, everyone.
With Minnie the cat. Hey.
Here's Mini Cat. Saying hi, yeah. She's
Minnie.
all the way down.
Oh, I think we got him back.
Yeah.
We got him. Got him.
Yes, Minnie the cat is in the house, Scott, and you are too. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing pretty good so far. Just 2 days ago, I celebrated my birthday as well, though, so that's not
That's
so bad.
right. Happy birthday indeed. You had a good dinner and got lots of goodies.
It's a few good things, though. In fact, sometime I got to try out one of my new presents. It's actually a new microphone I'm going to try out eventually.
Ooh, microphone. All right. Well, in honor of your birthday tonight, we're going to give you some good games to critique. All right.
Nice. We
All
can
right.
do that.
All right. Let's go ahead and get the next member up on our list here. We lost the other guy again, but
Yeah.
he is from Jersey. Of course, he's the man who I think will be the next president and owner of the band Fish. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the AVGN expert himself. It's Johnny Pizzi.
Hello.
Now, what does your shirt say tonight, Johnny?
It's police.
Oh, the police.
Ah.
Aha.
I have a lot of band T-shirts. If you haven't noticed.
Oh, you are a
Not
collector of
Fish,
T-shirts, but you are still the man of the hour with the band Fish, and that's all that matters here. And how's things up in Jersey, by the way?
Feeling good. We're starting to get warmer, which is very nice.
All right, you definitely have to come in next week with your crown and your cross and your white, because Jesus.
Oh yeah.
You see, I told you we were going to do this, and I'm wearing red today, so that's not really helping the whole problem.
I can't forget that we're gonna do
Cold
this.
last week, you know. All right, so we got 5 now. I'd like to introduce you to the 6th member of our group tonight. This is his first time doing the Tier Masters show. We want him to be welcomed at home, just like Mr. Lima as well. Give it up for my man from, I would like to say, from Houston, Texas, originally from Milwaukee, Lewiston, Milwaukee. Yes, definitely. Here he is, my announcer for most of the game shows. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Kelly.
Yo.
Hi there, what's up, everybody?
There he is. Mr. Jason Kelly is in the house. We have our 6 friends tonight.
Yes, how are we doing today? What is up? Yeah.
What's up? We're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good.
All right, very good.
I hope all of y'all are doing very well today.
Excellent. Yeah, we're doing fantastic, JK. We're ready to go here, guys, because we got a lot of games to look at tonight. So I'll go ahead and briefly give you the rules to wipe those tears. Here we go.
Cool.
Okay, tonight on the games, we're going to be finishing up the L's. Probably get into the M's. Remember, I will give you a game. You're going to base it on cover art. If you played the game or not, doesn't matter. I'll give you a description of the game, and you base your score from 50 to 100. Once your score is locked in, it cannot be changed. You can, of course, ask the other tier masters for help on a game you're not sure of. So we're all in this together to get that final score so we can average out by 6 tonight. All right, 6. That means we're dividing our games now by 6 because we have 6 people in the house. Good luck to all of you, gentlemen. I wish you the best of luck. Let's open up the board. Get ready to go here because it's share screen time. And yes, here we go. Oh, yeah.
All right. I see a game that I know.
Okay. Well, as we left off last week, we looked at
that last game that was on there looked like some kind of I'm not sure. Let me see what the game was. It was, to be exact. Let me see. Well, we're starting with Little Ninja Brothers tonight. But the game that we left off with here, once I can get it, was Little Nemo, the Dream Master. That was the last game we looked at. Okay, so right on, man. Thank you. All right, so the first game up on the list here tonight is, of course, Little Ninja Brothers. And let me put that in there and give you a little bit of some playing here.
Ooh, I see Low G-Man in here.
Yep.
I remember that one.
Yep. We're not up to that one yet, so we're doing one game at a time, Jay.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
That's okay. You're all right. You're fine. All right. Little Ninja Brothers is what we're looking at first. And it's put out by Culture Brain, May 26, 1989. All right. And the description of the game goes something like this. It's developed and published by Culture Brain. Little Ninja Brothers is the first in the Super Chinese series to feature role-playing video game elements, and in addition to the series that would continue into the other games. The plot follows two young brothers, Jack and Ryu, attempting to find out the mysterious reason for the invasion of Chinaland. It was the second game in the series, preceded by Kung Fu Heroes, and followed up by a sequel, Super Ninja Boy, released on the Super NES. Okay? With all of that said, this is the running order that we have tonight. So, Eric Lima, you are up first, and give us a critique on Little Ninja Brothers.
Little Ninja Brothers. Let me. So I don't see the game itself. So
I can give you like a screenshot in the private chat if you'd like.
Yes,
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, he's got a phone. Yep, cool.
I'm looking it up right now. Little Ninja Brothers, and you're talking about looking at, it kind of reminds me of Culture Brain has been known to make some of these crazy games like little martial arts, that type of game. And even though I haven't played it much, I am going to give it a number. I want to go in the middle here. I feel like a Card Sharks contestant on this one. 60. I'll give it a 60.
Oh, you're going to fail it. Oh, wow.
I'm going to give it
okay. That's a D, actually, just to let you know. The numbers are based on 50 to 100 there, and you gave it a D. So you know. And unfortunately, your score is locked in. So anything over 70 is passing grade. So like your report card in school, Eric, is that. But that's what you gave it, 60. All right. We now go to Brandon Bogard with his look at the Little Ninja Brothers.
So part of gameplay looks like it should be all like the original Zelda, so almost. I'm looking at the front cover. I guess I would give him some points for like that anime look. Jellies. I thought it said Jelly Story. It says Jolly Story on the back cover. Losing my brain cells. But the rest of it does not look too bad. In fact, it's actually a little better. I'm actually going to give it a higher grade, 91.
91. Wow. There you go. All right. We got the 91 in there for Brandon Bogard. Okay, Scott, you're up with the Little Ninja Brothers.
It's a kind of a cute looking game, though. Let's see. Like I said, this is kind of like an RPG, but it's got some action elements into it as well. Now, if you remember several weeks ago when we did the Kung Fu Brothers and all that, Kung Fu Heroes, we did not give it a great grade here, probably because of the simplistic looking cover art and everything like that. The cover art on this one does look better, though. And it is definitely gives you that Akira Toriyama style design to it and all that there as well. The gameplay, like I said, it's an RPG for the most part, but that's not a bad thing. So I'm actually going to give this a good old 86.
86 for Scott McVeigh. Okay. We got that one in. Okay, Gianni, the AVGN expert. What do you got for the Little Ninja Brothers?
He has not played this game, but
I was just going to ask you that question.
yeah, I've not heard of this game, but I'm looking at it. Looks like
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said, I'm going to ask you the first question of every time you're up, whether
course.
James has played it or not.
But I've never heard of this game, but I'm looking at it. It apparently has been released on the Wii U Virtual Console when that was a thing.
Mhm.
Apparently, along with another game at the same time, which was Kung Fu Heroes. Which is why I'm looking at. I was almost thought it was that screenshot looked familiar, but it was the wrong one.
Yeah.
I'm liking it. Yes, it does look like kind of like a Zelda, but like I do like what they did with it, and the cover art is pretty good also. I don't know why I do like those sprites of the two characters. I don't know what their names are, but
Jack and Ryu.
that's right. That's right.
The characters' names are Jack and Ryu.
I
Yeah.
forgot about that. Yeah, I give this one. Yeah, I'll put it in the B's. 82.
82. Okay, fair enough. With a B there. Very good. And now we go to the new member of our group here, Jason Kelly with Little Ninja Brothers.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
We're doing fantastic, man.
Oh man, check this. I'm looking at the cover right now, and even though I've never played this myself, the cover sort of says it all. Fun, hilarious, and Jack and Ryu, they be throwing down. So I'm gonna give this one, based on the cover alone, and how they really did their stuff here. I'm gonna give this a B plus. I'm gonna give this a B plus.
Well,
Number wise, I'm gonna say it's gonna be 89.
89. Okay, very good. JK is in there with that one. Nicely done. Okay, well, I've never seen the game myself, but I like the cover art. I think it's very, very stylish. The characters really stand out, blue and red, just like, of course, Billy and Jimmy, Double Dragon. I mean, you're talking about little cartoony guys there, the size of, like almost Zelda characters. Like you said, The Legend of Zelda again. And I've never played the game, but I like the music that I had played. I don't know if you guys heard it when we introduced the game. So I'm going to give this actually a good one there, about 84, and give it a B. All right. We have our 6 scores now. We can average it out. Here we go.
I think I've got all.
Wow, gentlemen, good way to start off your tier mastering group here tonight, because 492 divided by 6 gives it an average score of an even 82. It goes in the B tier, right next to the Dream Master. Yep, goes in the B tier right there. Very good. First B of the night. Not an A, but hey, you'll take it, right? Okay. Yeah. All right. We're up with the next. We're up with the next here. Let's go ahead and put it up. All right. That was the weakest I've ever seen of it. But this one is called Little Samson. Wow.
That's a fun theme.
I know. All right, let me give you the details of Little Samson here while we're ready to go. Okay. Little Samson by Tekaru or Taito. Yeah. June 26th.
Taito, yeah.
Yeah. June 26, 1992. Platform game developed by the same people, was released in Japan and NES in October of 92. The game setup is reminiscent of Mega Man by Capcom. The player jumps with the A button, attacks usually in the form of a projectile with the B button. The character's health is shown by a series of bars stacked vertically to the left side of the screen. Throughout the stages, the characters must defeat enemies and avoid pits, all the while collecting standard power-ups, including one-ups, energy replenishing hearts, and spheres, which increase the capacity of the character's health meter. There are 2 choices of gameplay.
The player may choose easy or normal, dictates the level of difficulty. A dark prince is freed from his seal by a thunderstorm and begins to try to take over the world. The kingdom is in peril, and the king orders that the 4 heroes receive a summon. 4 pigeons fly off to meet these heroes, and each summon. From here, the player must navigate all 4 of these heroes through an introductory course. All right, so I'll give you a little bit of that plot there. We start the critiquing with Brandon Bogard with Little Samson.
What a mess. There's so much wrong with this. So I'm looking at the back cover. Scurry past dangerous monsters while setting time bombs as KO the mouse. Mouse?
Yeah, it's a mouse.
Oh, Jesus, help us all.
Um,
The gameplay images, at least they might be a bit of a saving grace. Front cover. This is the ugliest front cover I've ever. The main character. Oh my God, he looks like a murderous dummy. we have a evil skeleton with sharp shark teeth. Some robotic knight, gold, whatever kind of crap. And then we have a real dragon fighting a fake dragon. This is
Wow.
62.
62?
Yeah. Failing.
All right, he's buzzing it. Okay. All right, we got a buzzer on that one. Scott McVeigh, you're up with Little Samson.
Oh, Brandon, you do not know much about this game, do you, at all? Let's just be honest. This is, first of all, one of the most rarest cartridges to find in the wild these days because it might not have been, it was kind of like the ultimate diamond in the rough is what this beauty is, though. This is a game, as mentioned in the description, similar to the Mega Man style. It's got characters that have different skills. You got, the fun part, you can switch between characters at any time. You can actually play most of the game as just the main character itself, though, which is kind of neat, though. They actually gave us high scores when they actually were first getting this, game come out here, like a good 21.2 out of 30 from Famaga magazine years ago, though, so it's got to be a pretty good one. Like I said, it actually is really fun. People have actually given it a high quality. And while you're seeing just only the screen, the cover art, though, it's a lot more. The game is, of course, a lot more than what you see on the cover. So, like I said, if anything is very similar to Mega Man, this is going to be a good quality score. 93.
93 for Scott McVeigh. Okay. All right, we got Gianni Pizzi.
Right.
You're up.
I've heard of this game. I never played it. I don't know much about it. I didn't really know much about it. But hearing that it's a Mega Man, when we get to the Mega Man is actually one of my all-time. That's my favorite, series games of the NES. So, I guess it might be but I don't really know much about it. I do like what I see though, with so kind of a screenshot of the game. Actually, can I find? Hold on. All right, there we go. Okay, there's definitely a lot. The background is kind of like a little complicated, but that's kind of, I guess, kind of a good thing, a little advanced. But I think in the background of the whole green, I don't know what it is, but I think I see skulls and might have been a castle or fortress of some kind. Even I guess like the map or whatever overview. Kind of advanced for its time. I'm gonna give it 91.
91. Okay. All right. Jason Kelly, you're up with Samson.
Samson, from what I've seen and from what I've heard, besides the fact that you had a fun theme going on with that one.
Yep.
I'm gonna give that one. I'm gonna say a C+ on that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna say at least 75.
75. Okay, for Jason Kelly. Very good. Eric Lima, you're up with Little Samson.
Yeah, I've been checking out the gameplay here on YouTube. On YouTube, no doubt. While everybody else is talking about it, it looks like a good gameplay. You get to choose from different characters in the game. Instead of having to choose one certain character throughout the whole game, and then you get to switch back and forth. I think that's a pretty cool idea. I never played the game before, obviously. Looked at the cover. Cover's decent, and I'm going to give it a higher score than I did the other one. And I'm going to give it an even 80, a solid 80.
All right, an 80, a B. Very good for that one. Nice. Okay, well, based on the cover art, I like it. Looks pretty good, but never played the game before. The premise is really good. I like the plot where they have to kind of, go on this exotic mission, and the pigeons are, flying over to send them the summons and everything. Storyline is, if I played the game, I'd probably like it because it is one of those kind of games that, you can really get into if you play it long enough. I like the balance of the colors. Very nice. So with this, I'm going to go ahead and give it 85. All right. We got an 85 there. Very good. We have our 6 scores. So let's go ahead and average it out.
I think I've got all.
All right. Well, look at this, guys. You did it again here. You got another B, and this time the first one was 82. This one is 81, and it goes right there next to Ninja Brothers. 2 Bs. Very good. Nicely done.
I have a question.
Yes, Jason. Please go ahead and ask.
Where did you? How did you come up with the name "Wipe Those Tears"?
Well,
TIERS.
TIERS. Well, if you know that what you're looking at is a tier board, okay, and they call it the tier maker image. So I figured we'll just call it "Wipe Those Tears." Buddy,
Okay.
call it onto the name, and I have it with question marks. Is "Wipe those tears"? Wipe your tears and stop crying. Well, no, you can cry. It doesn't matter. But anyways, we got the tier board here, and that's what we're playing with. So that's good. You guys did great on that one. All right, let's go to the next game here, and let's see what we got going on. Well, actually, we got to hold on. We've got to go and take a break here for a minute. So we'll take our first half-hour break as it is. All right, guys, we're ready for tonight's the banner that we're going to be going with tonight is What Am I? We're going to be playing What Am I? That's right. Okay, and here is the card. Here's what it looks like. All right, you get 2 clues on this first half hour, and here is your first clue.
Okay.
I am a heavenly body. Okay.
Okay.
And your second clue. I am very important in the solar system. So, heavenly body and very important in the solar system. Those are your 2 clues. Anybody need to take a break, get a drink or something, go to the bathroom?
I think we're good.
Already on my drive.
Everybody's good? Okay. We will play on then. So let's go ahead and get back to the game. Okay, we're ready to go for the next game in the L's. And this one is called Load Runner. And I've got some music here to kind of give you a little bit of this one. Reminds me of something from Christmas. Well, there you have it, folks. That's Load Runner in a nutshell. No, we've got some description for you here. All right, Load Runner by Hudson Soft, and this game was developed by Doug Smith. It's a 2D puzzle platform game published by Broderbund. Hey, Gianni, Broderbund. You know,
I think I've heard it.
Carmen Sandiego.
Wait a minute. Yeah, where in the world is Carmen San Diego?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All the Broderbund games is Carmen San Diego. Well, this was one in 1983, and its mechanics are similar to Space Panic from 1980. The player controls a character who must collect all the gold pieces in a level and get to the end while being chased by a number of enemies. It's one of the first games to include a level editor. Okay, the player controls a stick figure who must collect all of the gold in a level while avoiding guards who try to catch the player. After collecting all the gold, the player must reach the top of the screen to reach the next level. There are 150 levels in the game, which progressively challenge players' problem-solving ability or reaction times. Wow. So this is almost kind of like Wrecking Crew with the ladders and
Oh, yeah.
everything. Sort of.
That'd
If you
be-
look at the Apple II screenshot. Yep. This was on Apple II. Yeah, this was by Hudson Soft Broderbund, July 31st, 1984. So we're up to
Now
the
that's old.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
long before even Nintendo was even released. But yep. So third game on the board here, we start with Scott McVeigh.
Yep. This was an old computer title, and this is the good NES translation of it. So it's a good classic. It's actually, like I said, considering I grew up in those days with the Apple II computer, that was one of the first systems this game actually came out on. But it has been put for many computers, many other systems as well. Even for Sega's SG-1000 had a version of this as well. And actually, it's a pretty good game. And I think the graphics for this version look really good compared to any of the computer versions, though. More cutesy and all that too. So I'm going to give this, I'm just going to give this straight, almost straight up the middle, but I'll say 76.
76. Okay, still a passing grade though for Scott McVeigh. Very good. Okay, Gianni.
Okay.
Lone Runner.
Haven't heard of this game. I don't think I've heard many of these games tonight, except for
Yeah, we've got some pretty interesting titles here that are kind of out there, and even I don't think James has even touched some of these. Oh, he might have talked about them, but yeah,
I don't think he has. But I think Scott mentioned this looks like Wrecking Crew. Looks a little like Pitfall, if you ever, or Pitfall 2 maybe.
yeah. The
Let's
screenshot
take
for the Apple II looks like Mario Brothers with all the bricks too.
Oh yeah, kind
It's
of.
a single version. It's a single screen game, but so you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly. The blue bricks from that one level, one, two. Yeah.
I mean, this is kind of a big game. I mean, they're one of the first like games where you can make your own like stages.
Yeah,
So-
level editing. I love it. Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
level editor. I mean, similar. I think it's made by the same company that made Sight Bike, because you can also make your own levels in there too.
Yeah, well, you can do it with Wrecking Crew too. You can make your own levels. Yep.
I don't think I knew about Wrecking Crew.
Yeah,
I
Wrecking
don't
Crew.
know that. Yeah, I
right,
don't know that, but
Yeah.
pretty
83.
good game. Looks like.
Yeah.
Give it 82.
You're gonna go at 82.
Yep.
All right. Gonna up that score there a little bit. There we go. We have a comment coming in here, by the way, too. Wait a minute. Is this Rant and Rave? No, it's not.
You know, it says Raven Rant.
Raven Rant. No, it's not even that.
Ah, David.
Yes.
Sorry there to disappoint you. Jason Kelly, you were up with Load Runner.
Load Runner, huh?
Yep.
Okay. I heard some of the music, and I was bobbing my head a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
And wait a minute. Was that 3000 that just popped in there?
That was
Hey man.
Yeah, I guess.
Anyway, I'll you know what? I'm gonna be straight up honest with you guys. Based on all the description and that music alone, I think it'll be pretty interesting. I think it's pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it a 85.
85. All right. There you go. A solid B for Jason Kelly. Okay, Eric Lima, you're up with Load Runner.
Load Runner, it's to me, it's a legendary arcade game. Even though I haven't played it, it's been very, very popular in the early '80s. And checked out the gameplay for the NES version, loved it. And it kind of reminds me of a lot of Super Pitfall.
Yeah.
Of the NES system, and I think getting chased by enemies and collecting things and whatnot. Again, this is since it's a legendary arcade from the 80s. As an 80s connoisseur, I am going to give this 82.
You're gonna double up with Gian. I think it was Gianni who, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I'll give it
82. I said 82.
Yeah. All right, we got an 82 for Eric Lima. We doubled up there. Very nice.
I thought I heard something. I thought I heard from Wheel of Fortune there.
No,
No,
that was
I think it was High Rollers.
High rollers music from
yeah.
High
Anytime
rollers.
we get the same score, we give it a double here. Like that.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I remember High Rollers.
Mm-hmm. So because of the 82 score that Eric gave and Gianni, they double up on that. All right, so that was the locked in. Okay, we go to Brandon Bogard with his take on Lode Runner.
So while I do feel like this is a little sort of similar to Mario, at the very least it does look more original. Thanks to most of the gameplay and the front cover.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give this a 98.
98. Wow. Oh my goodness. That is a big one there. Yes. Okay, looking at the cover for this game here, I see the NES cover, and I looked at the other one which on the wiki, which is totally different. Well, no, it looks the same, even though it's got the Broader Bun logo on it. So, yeah, looks very futuristic. Looks like the guy's got a big cell phone in his pocket there. That's maybe one of probably the first cell phones that came out, you know? No, for some reason or another. But based on the cover art, and that's all I can go off of because I've never heard of the game, I'm going to go ahead and give this a whopping 86 and take it and leave it like that. 86. All right, we've got our 6 scores. We're ready to go, and here we averaging them out now.
I think I've got all.
All right, this is another B for you guys, and this one got a higher than the other first two. So you guys are going up in your grades here. This one is 84.8, and it goes in the B tier. Very good. 3 Bs so far, 3 for 3. And like we said before, the tier masters have pretty much dominated the Bs. Let's put it that way. More Bs than we've had out of the entire 300 plus games that we've done so far. All right, we're on to the next game here. Oh, yeah. Here we go with a great game called A Lone Ranger.
Oh,
Return with us now to those thrilling years of yesterday. The Lone Ranger rides again.
Rainbow Silver, away!
Yo,
Who was that masked man?
right.
yeah.
Okay, guys. Hey, so let me tell you that this game was put out by Konami,
Oh yeah,
Gianni's favorite company, Konami.
definitely yeah, one of my favorites.
The same guys behind Castlevania.
That's right.
Of course.
Yep. Konami, August 1991. Very good year. Action adventure game released for the NES. Only in North America. It's based on the Lone Ranger radio and TV franchise, the latter which was still running in syndication when the game was released. The player takes the role of the Lone Ranger himself as he engages against outlaws in side-scrolling, overhead, and even first-person segments. The Lone Ranger theme music is played prominently during the game, which you just heard, which includes a DPCM coded voice clip of the Ranger shouting his catchphrase, "Hi-ho, Silver!" Yep. All right. So there are 8 areas in the game, and you must accomplish a different objective on each one before moving to the next one. So 8 areas. That's kind of like Mario in a way, you know? All right. This is game number 4 of our list tonight. So we start with the ever popular AVGN master himself, Gianni Pizzi.
All right. To be honest, I've never even seen the show.
Now, I
Probably
think
the
this was
most-
before all of our time.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
I
That's
hadn't seen it
probably
in
why.
reruns or something. Yeah.
Yeah, still not. I mean, I'm not really too familiar with it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I like what I see. We'll give it that. I mean, I think I've seen this with a lot of games. There's too much blue in the background of the screenshot.
Yeah.
And I don't know, there's so much going on in the cover art, which I kind of like. Like everything's kind of like all over the place, like the train. Well, I don't know characters' names, but I might give this one 86.
86. Okay, very good. All right. JK, you're up with the Lone Ranger.
What can I say that hasn't been said? You guys, with this right here, I'm gonna have to boost this up because I've been a fan of nostalgia for a very, very, very long time.
Why would you not?
I've heard this on the radio on when radio was,
Yep.
and I've always seen this in syndication and reruns and all that kind of stuff, Nickelodeon and MeTV and all that other stuff. It's going to be a really high rating. It's going to be a 95.
95 for Jason Kelly. Wow. Good one there. Very nice. Okay, Eric Lima, you're up with the Lone Ranger.
Lone Ranger, legendary show, and I'm going to kick this thing up higher as well. But since I haven't played the game, but knowing the legacy of the Lone Ranger, I'm going to give it a solid 90.
A 90, still an A. Very good there. Nicely done. Now we go to Brandon Bogard with the Lone Ranger.
So,
Card Sharks, huh?
oh, I'm only doing this because I see cards in the front cover.
Oh yeah, they played a lot of poker and Dead Man's Hand and stuff of that sort. Yeah.
Aces high, deuces are low. Play your cards right and win the dough on Card Sharks.
Yes.
And here's your host. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Just try to humor.
Okay. Had to put the dings in, you know. Right?
Oops. I lost it. My candle was supposed to be up.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry. I came back.
Okay. So I guess not. I don't even know that many about the Lone Ranger, but I think maybe this is a good representation. I'm gonna double up 95.
You're gonna double up Eric with Eric Lima. Okay, very good.
Not Eric Lima.
Yeah, Eric gave it a 95.
No, I thought Jason Kelly gave it a 95.
But I gave it a 90.
You got a 90. Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Still doubled up, though. That's okay.
Good though.
Thank you very much for the correction. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Got it. Okay, it's locked in the 95. All right, Scott McVeigh, you are up with the Lone Ranger.
Oh,
Scotty!
Hey,
I
there
love this
Scotty, we
thing.
always see the top of your head, you know.
Oh,
There you
there you go.
There
Okay.
you go. Yeah, there you go.
Sorry, I was just busy looking at the screen, the back of the cover as far as that. So there you go.
Okay.
Well, this is actually a pretty cool game. I like this. It's got several options. You got overhead shot, screens. You got a little bit of RPG elements. You've got great action sequences. You got poker. You actually have the ability to use certain sequences where you can actually use your zapper gun, or if you really want to as well. So it's a great collection of all kinds of stuff that can work together. And surprisingly, it works really well. I've seen nothing but good stuff about this, even a few long plays of this as well. Guess what? Another 95.
Aha, gonna double up again. All right.
Triple up now.
Triple it up, yeah. We got another 95 there. Okay. Good. Okay, well, look, I've heard of the Lone Ranger as far as the TV show, seen it in black and white. not the original run, but I've seen it in reruns, of course, when I was alive. And of course, the theme music is just synonymous, High Hole Silver, of course, but never
And
played.
don't forget in color too.
I hope
Never played the game though. Never until I saw this cover that we were critiquing this game. Have I ever seen the game play? I didn't even look at the long play, a play along on YouTube. My question, Gianni, is James even touched this game or talked about it?
I don't know if he has.
He has. It doesn't sound like he did. But remember, again, him in television series, even movies, he has a kind of a bad taste in his mouth.
Yeah.
Any game he would definitely critique. Konami is his cup of tea.
Yeah, no, I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, neither Mike or James. I don't think I've done anything with it.
Yep.
JK, you snoring?
Nope, I'm here.
Okay. I heard a in the background. I'm like, what the hell was that?
Well, shoot.
All right. So I'm gonna say given the base I like the cover art, it's nice. I'm gonna say 88 and leave it at that because it's got playability. I've never played the game, so I have to take about 5 points off of that, and just the cover art's a lot going on in that cover art. But I bet you if I did play it, it would probably be fun to, especially. But I think the music would be a little too repetitive,
Mm-hmm.
All right, we have our 6 scores. Let's go ahead and average it out.
I think I've got all.
Well, guys, I think it's safe to say you finally got your first A tonight. Look at this. It's going up. It's going. It's going to the 5. It's going to the 10. It may be not going the other wrong way, but it's going to go 91.5. You got it.
Yay.
Very good. The first A tonight. My goodness. Nicely done. 91.5 with those 95s. That really is why it brought it up there.
Cool.
Very good. Oh, boy. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk it,
Thunk.
Thunk. Yeah. Not think. Thunk.
It is thunk, yeah.
Yeah, it's thunk, right? Who would have thunk it? All right, let's go to the next game here. All right, this one coming up is called Loops, and here's some tune for you. All right. Okay, so that's Loops for you. That's a little bit of the background music there. Okay, this one is put out by Audiogenic and Bit Studios and Mindscape. October 1990 is the release of this. It's a puzzle video game designed and programmed by Ian Upton for the Atari ST in 89. He previously worked as a head game designer for Audiogenic, who acquired exclusive rights to the game. Then in 90, arranged for Mindscape to publish it for computers in North America and consoles worldwide. So the main focus is on the playing board, where random pieces of different shapes are presented to the player. A shape is either a single square containing a straight line or 90-degree corner, or a combination of multiple such squares. The player must then try to make loops out of them. Once the loop is completed, all pieces involved will disappear, and you cannot make any line overlapping the edge. In other words, it cannot be placed in this way. There exists 3 different play modes, 2 of which can be played with 2 players. The third mode of play starts with the loop already created and then takes away random pieces of it, so the player has to put them back in after they show up. So that's a little bit of the gameplay there. We're on the 6th game, so we now start with Jason Kelly with Loops.
It was a I see a pretty good pattern going. Every piece of music you've gone through so far, it always seems to get my attention.
Yeah.
And the fact that you have that going for this game, I would give it a thumbs up here as well.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say this one's gonna have a B plus on it.
Mm-hmm.
B plus. It's gonna be a B plus, and it's gonna be. I'm gonna say 84.
84. All right, there you go. That's about a B plus right there. Very good, JK. Thank you. All right, Eric Lima, you're up with Loops.
Okay, Loops. Checked out the gameplay. It's more like it's no Tetris, but
No.
it's a simple gameplay of creating loops.
There can only be one Tetris, People's Lima.
Yep.
Okay.
I know that. I know
Yeah.
that. There's no doubt. Unless you get Count the Sequel. And
Right.
And believe me, I know Tetris.
Yeah.
I know Tetris because I played Tetris for years.
I know Tetris too. So I think we're gonna talk about this, and I think I'm gonna give this gonna go on the low side a little bit, not too low. Not too. I'm gonna give it a 75.
A 75. Okay, still. Wow. What was that?
Hey, David.
News.
Oh no. What is going on? Right. Really? Yeah. There you have
This
it,
is not the news, David. This is oh my goodness. I wonder why.
The Bruins won tonight. They take a 2-1 series lead.
Wow.
Well, at least 3 teams won. Something to do.
The invasion of the booby snatchers here, you know?
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin from David 3000.
Thank you, JK. Yes, the Bruins have won tonight at Big Balls.
Wow. There you have it, folks. Like I said, Mr. David St. Dennis graces us with his presence. Okay, we've got the 2 scores so far.
Just
Now
like
we
you
go to,
did with the popcorn panel.
yeah. All right, Brandon, you're up with Loops.
So this feels very original. I have not seen this before, but I really like this. I'm gonna give it a 94.
94. Wow. Nicely done there. Okay. Very good. We now go to Scott McVeigh with Loops.
Yeah, this is a very unique puzzle game. Like I said, you don't get to see this one as often as you should, but I think it's pretty decent, though.
Mm-hmm.
I probably think, even though I've never really played this particular game itself, though, it looks like it'll be kind of interesting, though. So I'll give it a good 85.
85. Okay. That's in there. Gianni, you're up with Loops.
Okay, have not heard of this game, but looks cool. I mean, the cover art almost looks like they were ripped off Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah.
Had to bring that up.
Yes.
But I do like what I see with some of the gameplay wise. I mean, it looks a little confusing. It's kind of like a maze or whatever. I don't know, but a little like Tetris. I mean, I see a little spherical, whatever. I forgot to mention this with the last the Sphere, but of course
Yeah.
I was not at the Sphere this weekend when Fish was there. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised I mentioned that. But I don't know, Loops, round Sphere. I had to kind of thought mention it here. I don't really know. Do I? Yeah, I'll buzz it. 68.
68. Oh, he's going to buzz it. Okay.
First one that for me.
All right. He buzzes it. And Okay, Jason Kelly came back. There he is. Okay, we have the 5 scores now for me, which Loops. It looks very interesting. I like the cover art very much, though I've never played the game and never heard of it. So in this case, based on the cover art and the playability of it, I probably would love it because I love puzzle games. But like you say, it would never come anywhere near a Tetris nor a Dr. Mario for that matter.
No. True.
It would not even be up in the same. It would try to be a copy wise of any of those games. But I would love it because of the fact that this is a puzzle game. I like puzzle games more than anything else next to sports games. This, I'm going to give it a 92. 92. Okay. All right, we've got our 6 scores, so let's go ahead and average it out. Here we go.
I think I've got all.
All right, with all the kind of middle of the road there, what we had, and a couple of 90s in there, moves up to the B tier. So you got a 4th B. This one averages out to an even 83.
Cool.
Very good. Nicely done. Goes right next to the Load Runner. All right. We have now come to the end of our second half hour, so we'll take a break here. Okay. Second half hour is done. We're going into the second hour of our program. That means, again, it's time now for What Am I? And here are, gentlemen, are the next 2 clues in the What Am I game. So here we go. All right. Clue number 3. Time and date affect how people experience me. And number 4, I make people feel happy. If that one don't get the juices flowing, I don't know what will. So
I think I might know it.
Time and date affect how people experience me, and I make people feel happy. Those are the 2 clues for this segment. Anybody need to use the bathroom or to get a drink?
I'm good.
Everybody's good? Okay.
Yeah, we should be good.
All right, we'll move on to the next game here. Okay, we're ready to go with the ever popular Low G Man. And I don't have any music for this one, unfortunately. Sorry about that, folks. All right, Low G Man. Let me give you the lowdown on this one. The Low G Man lowdown. This one is let's see, Low G Man, the Low Gravity Man, as they call it. KID, Kid and Nintendo Taxon.
Mm-hmm.
September 1990. Okay. And this is a platform game developed by Kid, published in 1990. Low G Man was met with mixed reception from critics since its initial release. Many felt divided in regards to the graphics, sound, and gameplay, while common complaints were geared towards the jerky background scrolling, choppy animations, small character sprites, and color scheme, but praise was given to the fast-paced soundtrack and large bosses. Retrospective commentary has been mostly positive. The video game was unusual for a science fiction game in that rather than the usual laser gun weapon, the player had a freeze ray that did no damage to enemies. Once they were frozen, the player had to stab them from the top or bottom with an extending spear. Other weapons included fireballs, boomerangs, force waves, and bombs. The name of the game derives from the protagonist's high-powered jumping, which at its maximum power reaches 3 screen heights. This allows the player to kill enemies without freezing them, which generated more power-ups. The plot was a typical alien invasion scenario in which evil aliens took over a robot manufacturing plant, and the game includes a password feature for players to restore their progress after receiving a game over screen. So there you have it. We now go back to the top of the order on the batting lineup, and it goes and starts with Eric Lima for Low G Man.
Low G Man, huh?
Yep.
Never heard of the game. But I'm hearing the description of the game. It seems like a good game. Never played it. Again, I am going to give it a solid score. I'm not going to fail it.
Okay.
Because I heard about a 70. 70.
That's passing right on the nose there. 70. You got it. Nicely done there, Eric.
Mhm.
Okay. Brandon Bogard, low G man.
So, low G man. So apparently there's like a thank you. There's
You're
like
welcome.
some kind of spider vehicle. Pretty weird. I don't know what's going on in the front cover. There's a couple of weird things happening in the gameplay. I'm gonna give it 82.
82. Okay. Very good. A B
82
there.
for low G man.
Yep. All right. Scott McVeigh, you're up with low G man.
Okay. Never played this game.
Really? Huh.
Well, remember, I never really owned an NES but when I was growing up anyway.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Gosh. Just from the descriptions on the Wikipedia article you read, it sounds like this is just a meh title at best. The cover of this most of the cover I'm seeing is that jumping what looks like a pair of boots jumping. That's almost like says, "Are you sure you want to buy this game here?" Something like that.
Hey, you get a free city for that one too.
Yeah, exactly.
Free cities.
And with
Yep.
that, I'm sorry. A big 5-0. Duh.
Oh, he failed.
Oh,
Oh man! Wow. Scott McVeigh very rarely ever fails a game, folks. I don't know, in the 12 episodes you've been with us, this I think is I don't know if you've given a 52 in any other
I
game.
think I have at least one of the other ones, though. Yeah.
This one really, boy, oh boy, the lowest grade possible. He gives it a 50. We now go to Gianni with low G man. Whoa.
low G man, low gravity man.
Yep.
I do not think AVGN has touched this game once I would have known about it.
I thought he
Should.
should have because this was one of the more popular titles.
Oh,
Remember they got
I mean,
mixed
look,
reviews.
for me, I'm not really a big fan of what I'm seeing. Cover art's kind of bland with too much
Yeah.
yellow.
A lot of yellow, too much background. You're right about that.
Yeah, I'm finding I do like some of the background graphics. I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big fan of the sprites. I'm looking at a whole thing of all the sprites. I don't know why. Too much like blue and red. I don't really not a big fan of those. I'm gonna have to give it on the lower side also. Not a 50, not the lowest grade possible, but a 63.
63, which is still a D, and yeah, I get the buzzer on that one, unfortunately. Okay, Jason Kelly, you are up with low G man.
Low G man, let me tell you something. I have had the pleasure of playing this game, and I like the music. I like the graphics. Kind of iffy on the box cover though, but
Yeah.
the soundtrack and everything else makes up for it. So I'm gonna give it a 79.
79. All right. That's a C. Okay. All right. Well, I have heard of this game. Let me put it to you this way. I have heard of this game.
And and where did you get that buzzer from? Password Plus or Sale of the Century or something or other?
That is,
That one is actually
much,
from
yeah.
that's Passport Plus, or it could be from Card Sharks.
I think it's been used on sale too. I think.
Yeah, so
Uh,
a lot
no,
of
that one's a little bit of
a
a chime, a ching. No, I got the sale. This I could bring in the Sale of the Century thing, and it wouldn't be the
The
same.
buzzer. The buzzer.
Oh, the buzzer is from Password Plus and Card Sharks, of course.
generic,
That's definitely,
basically.
yeah. That's the generic Goodson Todman buzzer. But I seen little G Man on Nintendo Power, not the magazine, but the
Show,
show.
yeah.
Yeah. And I know they got a lot of hints from it. And it looks like Russian Attack from me, basically. It's one of those side-scrolling, games that looks like Russian Attack. I don't like the cover art at all. It's just too plain looking for me. So I'm definitely going to fail this one with a 56.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yep. Even an F on that one too. All right, we've got our 6 scores. Let's go ahead and average it out here. Oh.
I think I've got all.
All right, well, this is your first D of the night. It's 66.6, so it gets a horn. Yep. Gets a horn, and that's your first D of the night. Oh, we've got a comment here.
Well, guys, hey, listen. I'm glad. I am so glad that I have come here and wiped those tears, man. I've had a blast with y'all guys,
All right. Well,
and I can't wait to do it again with you next time. Okay?
You're more than welcome.
More welcome to have you in here, man.
Yep.
Thank you for having me, and I can't wait to do it again soon.
All right.
Y'all
bro.
take care.
Have a good
Have
night,
a good night,
man.
JK. Take care. All right, so we're down now to 5, so that's cool. Oh, and we got a comment from Brandon Martin. Well, in the words from Jody thank you, Brandon Martin, for that one. Shut it off. What? Yeah. Okay.
Is he referring to that blooper?
Yeah, that was when they did the popcorn battle. Yeah, that's for sure.
Oh, you were there too.
I was there. I was definitely there. I thought it was fantastic. All right. Well,
I know.
let's get back to the game here. All right. Next up is a billiards game called Lunar Pool, and I have music for this. Sounds like Kent Upton's Blackjack Poker from ColecoVision, doesn't it? Yeah. Reminds me of Kent Upton's Blackjack Poker, you know? Okay, this is the final L game, by the way, too. So when we go to the next games, we'll be in the M's. This is Lunar Pool. It's from Compile, Pony Canyon, and FCI. December 5th, 1985. This is a sports video game, and let's see. The object is to use a cue ball to knock each object ball into one of the pockets. It's like pocket billiards, basically. Played on virtual pool tables of different shapes, some with obstacles with them. The player must shoot the cue ball to knock the other colored object balls into the pockets. 1 life is lost whenever the player either fails to pocket an object ball on 3 consecutive shots or pockets the cue ball. Completing a level awards 1 extra life, or 2 if the player has pocketed at least 1 ball on every shot. The value of each ball is determined by its number and the displayed rate value, which starts at 1 and increases after every shot in which the player pockets at least 1 ball. Failing to do so resets the rate to 1. Bonus points are awarded for completing a level without a miss. The game ends after all lives are lost or 60 levels have been completed, whichever comes first. Wow. 60 levels. Okay. We go now to Brandon Bogard with this one. Lunar Pool.
Okay, so a pool game. That sounds great.
A billiards game, yeah.
Looking at one of the images in the back cover, I see there's one that's actually very original. A billiards table that's very original. I like that. It's like an little arrow, and there's like 2 holes on the right one on each side of the arrow.
Mm-hmm.
My problem is the graphics don't look that great. I wish they look more like pool balls and less like marbles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But this doesn't look too bad. I'm gonna give it 86.
86. Okay, that's still a middle of the row B there for you. Nicely done. We'll get that in there. Okay, you got it. Scott McVeigh, you're up with Lunar Pool.
Yeah, actually, this is one that I've played via emulation and a few other things like that. This is very unique way to play pool. It's more or less trying to see if you can get the balls, like trick shots and such like that. But I love the idea that you don't have just a plain rectangle. You got lots of different shapes, though.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they also claim, and also the graphics look kind of like Surface of the Moon, so it's really neat. This is going to be a good 89.
89. All right. We got another high B there. Okay. Johnny, you're up with Lunar Pool.
Okay. I think it's Lunar, I think.
Lunar
Yeah,
Pool.
Lunar.
Yeah. I call it Lunar, but yeah.
Lunar.
Lunar.
Okay, looks like a cool game. I have never heard of it, but I want to play this now. So I'm probably going to download this right after the show on my computer.
Yeah, do it. Look at a video tutorial on YouTube and check out to see if AVG. James has played it. I don't know.
I don't think he has, but I might have to download this actually right now. I'll do that.
Yeah,
looks like a cool game. I would definitely want to play it.
Ah.
I like what I see. I don't think we've seen a pool game yet, or actually maybe we have, but I mean, it looks like pool in space, so that's kind of cool.
Mhm.
There's too much of like the background colors. I'm seeing pink and purple.
Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, still looks pretty cool. I would definitely want to check this game out. 90.
90. All right, there you go. Got another one. I think you wound up somebody there, and I think you wound up. You wound up Scott McVeigh. Yep, we got it. Okay, Eric Lima, you are up with Lunar Pool.
Lunar Pool. It seems like, you talk, when video games were like this back in the day, or we talk about, 80s. When in the 80s, we all think the year 2000 would be, flying cars and we're like living like the Jetsons and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And Lunar Pool kind of like what would happen if pool was played in space, which I thought was pretty cool. And they had different unique tables and all. And granted, the pool balls, like you said, it looked like marbles and all that, but it's like a future pool balls. Pool balls. I gotta say that 5 times. Pool balls.
Well, just for that, you get a free. Yep. We made a funny free city.
So I want to give this a solid number. I'll give it a little passing grade, but I am going to give it an 80.
An 80. Okay, very good. We got it in there for you. Very good. Now, I am a huge billiards fan. Love it very much. But when I looked at the cover art and I said to myself, holy cow, what? The way too much. You could barely make out the table. There's like you said, Gianni, a lot of pink and a lot of purple. Very disturbing. I mean, I don't know why they were thinking that lunar pool, it looks like a pinky purple, But then I looked at some images from Wikipedia, and it just same thing. A lot of pink and purple with the green, and I love billiards, but this one would remind me of a bumper pool table almost, So in this case, I was a little disappointed in the way that the screenshots were. I'm going to pass it, but I'm going to give it 73. All right. We got our scores. So now we don't have Jason Kelly, so we're going to divide this by 5.
I think I've got all.
Okay, well, even without Jason Kelly here in the 5 scores that we have given it, a couple of C's and some A's in there, but it actually averages out to 83.6. That puts it in the B tier right next to Loops. Very good. Okay.
Now we're in the M's.
Yes.
We're in the M's. Woo!
Please tell us, statistician, how many games we've done so far and how many games we have to go.
We have graded 324 games.
Wow.
Whatever the hell that was.
I have no idea.
My smartphone. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, we've graded 324 games and we have 386 more.
All right. We're officially yeah. Cool. We're officially in the M's. So right now we go to the first of the M Games, and this is Mach Rider. Ho, ho, ho. And it's
Might
one of
be
those
Mac Rider. I don't know.
Mac Rider. Mac or
Mach.
Mach, yeah.
Mock.
Mach Rider.
It's Mac. I've heard it as Mac.
Yeah. Mach Rider by HAL Laboratory and Nintendo, November 21st, 1985. The old school black cover, as they like to call it, you know. And this is a vehicle combat racing game. And it was first released by the Famicom console and Nintendo VS System Arcade in Japan. The Japanese Famicom release can use the Famicom data recorder to save custom tracks. So, Mach Rider takes place in the year 2112. Wow. Which is not that very far away, but surely we will not be there. And planet Earth has been invaded by evil forces driving vehicles known as Quadrunners. Now, the player controls Mach Rider, who travels from sector to sector on a high-powered superbike, searching for survivors and destroying any enemies in their path. The game's controls are somewhat more complex than other games at its time and requires some extra skills. The left and right directions on the control pad steer Mach Rider, and the A button accelerates. The B button fires Mach Rider's machine gun, which can be used to destroy enemies and obstacles on the road. The up and down buttons are used to shift gears. Mach Rider's bike has 4 speeds, and shifting to the 4th gear at high speed will grant the player an instant speed boost. Conversely, the player remaining in a higher gear while stopping results in a slower acceleration. You have rounds, and points can be scored by destroying enemies and certain obstacles with the machine gun. All right, so that's a look at Mach Rider on the description. And then now we are starting off with who? Yeah, bless you. Scott, do we start with you this time now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Scott McVeigh, Mach Rider.
This is, as we have already mentioned, this is a black box, so it's one of the earliest titles.
Yep.
However, this is probably the least known of all the black box titles I can remember as well. And according to something I read, this was supposed to be the last Nintendo made cartridge for almost 2 whole years until they released Mike Tyson's Punch Out. So that's something I like as well, though, too. It's a good idea. It's kind of like was a predecessor to what the arcade game Road Blasters would be later on, though.
Yeah.
And that looks actually still kind of a fun title, though. Screen art looks great. Looks pretty good. I like the images, though. I'm going to give it right at the 80 mark. Let's say 80.
80, okay. That's a passing B there. Okay, Gianni, Mach Rider.
Okay, I've heard of this game. That's why I thought it was Mac Rider. I don't remember where I heard about it from.
Yeah.
I've definitely seen the cover art and the title screen. I haven't seen much more beyond that. I don't know much about this game. I don't remember exactly where I heard it from, but heard about this game. I've never even seen the screen or any of what the gameplay looks like until now, and I do like it. I'm seeing lots of different color schemes, which is kind of interesting. There's actually a couple of, I guess, here. I think one might be the Japanese version. No, it's European, yeah. But it looks like a different cover. But, I mean, you can't go wrong with the black box game. I'm going to give it 92.
92. Wow. A low A, but still a very reasonable A there. Okay, Eric Lima, you're up with Mach Rider.
I got a soft spot for Nintendo Originals. This is a Nintendo Original and the Mach Rider. I love the box cover. Especially, original Nintendo box covers are really, really cool. So that's a plus for me. I never played the game myself. I heard about it, and it's a programmable series. And I'm going to give it a solid 90, just for that fact that the box is cool. So solid 90.
You got it, Eric. Very good. All right, Brandon Bogard, you're up with Mach Rider. Turn your mic on, please.
Mach Rider. So I do really like this. I guess there's like one of the gameplay images has like a little map there.
Yeah.
I like another one that has like a little, like it's gonna be like an item block, future item block,
Yeah.
and it's also kind of like on a motorcycle. So I'm going to give this a 97.
97. Wow. High 90s. High A there. Oh, my. Very good.
Yes.
Okay. Well, never played the game. I love the cover art because I love those original black covers, you know, that Nintendo is famous for, because you could just pretty much pick them out and know that you've got a very good classic there. If I played it, I'd probably have fun with it because it's probably anything on a motorcycle. It's like Excite Bike to me, you know. Of course, you can't copy Excite Bike. It's more or less. But here you have a dual function. You're riding your bike at the same time you're shooting with a machine gun. So it's almost like Terminator, you know, for that matter. But the cover arts is what's selling me right now. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a 91. Somebody one-upped me, and I know who it was.
It was 91. It was probably me.
Yeah, because you had 92. Yeah, but 91 there. All right. And somebody else gave it a 90, so I one-upped the other one, too. Whoever that was. Eric I one-upped as well, because Eric, didn't you get a 90?
Yeah, 90.
You got it. Yeah. So, yeah, I got one up by Gianni, and I won up Eric Leva. So, hey, that's fun. It's all that matters. We've got our 5 scores. Let's go ahead and average it out.
Well,
oh yeah.
I think I've got all.
With all the one-ups and everything there, that the 3 with the 90, the 91, and the 92, this one's going all the way up, guys. It's going up to the A's, and it averages out to a 90 right there. An even 90. You got it right there. Look out. There it is. Yep. 90, an even 90. Second day of the night. Very good. Nicely done. 2 A's. You got some B's in there. You even got a D. So, and a C. So, all right. We got a good mix of grades here tonight on the Tier Masters episode 29. We go to the next game in the list. And this one is called Mad Max. Oh, boy. Put out by Mindscape, July 1990. Mad Max is a post-apocalyptic action game developed by Canadian studio Grey Matter and published by Mindscape. The game is based on the 1981 Australian film Mad Max 2. It's a remake of Road Raider. The object is to survive in a post-apocalyptic setting by battling survivalists and collecting valuable food, water, gasoline, and money in order to continue racing in the desert wasteland that lies beyond. The player begins the game in Max's Pursuit Special, his famous car featured in the movie series. And as the player drives through the non-linear stage referred to as a road war, they encounter enemy vehicles, roadblocks, and dynamite-hurling bunkers. The player is given a very limited supply of dynamite to be used on these threats by throwing it directly at them. Now, in each level, a small rundown service station can be found, offering goods such as fuel and dynamite, as well as auto repair services in exchange for food and water. Your goal is to enter the arena and battle the enemy gangs. And if you can gather enough food and water to trade, you should have no problem. So you get the pass, and then once the player gets the pass obtained, then you must find the arena. And, well, you're going to fight the bosses in the arena. So Mad Max is what we're looking at here. And I think we start with Gianni this time.
Yes, you do. I've not seen the movie. I've heard of the movie, but I mean, I was too young, I guess, to watch it. Even I remember when Fury Road came out, and I wanted to see it, but my parents were like, "You're kind of
like too young for you."
I was like 13 or 14 when the second one came out.
Rental discretion is advised. Yeah,
exactly. I know about the movie. I know there's cars in it. I don't know if AVGN has done this one, but it's a movie-based game, so possibility has or will. You never know. I'm kind of looking at what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing much, but looks like it could be like the same track. Actually, no, I'm seeing more of that. The car. I'm seeing more of that as well. Not just the car racing, but I'm gonna give it 78.
78. Okay, still a very good high C there. Very good. Eric, you're up with Mad Max.
Mad Max. I'll tell you one thing: legendary movie, deserves a decent grade just because it's based on the movie. I am going and having Mel Gibson on that cover there. You know, that's how the legacy of Mel. That's how the story of Mel Gibson begins as a star. And I'm going to give this number because even though I have not played the game, so let's go 79.
You know, one up. One up Gianni there. Okay. 79. No, very good. You're in. Brandon Bogard, Mad Max.
Okay, so this looks like a lot of green and blue. And well, I do like the front cover. It looks like Max is bad.
Yep.
Yeah, images in the back cover. There's a lot of green and blue. I can barely see any. Like you barely see anything. Barely know what you're doing. I mean, yeah, there's a bit much. There's not a lot of color left. I don't know what other colors they've got. I'm gonna have to give this 77.
So, oh wow, we've got 2 1-ups, 78 and 79. They both are given to Gianni and Eric, and a 77 for Brandon Bogard. Okay, Scott McVeigh, you're up with Mad Max.
Oh boy. Let's just say.
What can we say about this?
Some people think it's a good one. Some people not think it's a good one, though. Let's just be honest. Someone gave a review here on IMDb saying very bad video game based off a good movie, though, for some weird reason. Some people give it some people like, some people really don't, though. I'm looking at this one user review. 2 people gave it a thumbs up, 5 people gave it a thumbs down.
Ooh.
That's how bad this review was for it. How people just don't like this game at all. Cover art is very similar to the original movie poster, and that is the only thing that's going forward, in my opinion. So I'm going to have to give it a bad, but I can't give it as low as I did low G-Man earlier. But I'll still give it 60.
60. Oh, he buzzes it. All right. Okay. 60 for Scott McVeigh. Wow. Mad Max. I've heard of the character, but I've never, I don't think I've ever even seen the movie. And I didn't know that was Mel Gibson on there until Eric just, practically described it. I love Mel Gibson. I didn't know this was his first start in stardom in his acting career. I thought he did something in the 70s, But I love the cover art, and it really depicts, Mad Max in a series of, like, he looks like he's depressed, but he looks also like he's on a mission,
Yeah.
He's sad, he's happy, he's pissed off. And him and Rambo would probably go at wit's end if Rambo kind of came in, if Stallone came in with a with a dual partnership, the two of them would have tagged up like Tango and Cash, with Kurt Russell. So I'm going to give this. I'm actually going to give it a high grade. I'm going to give it an 86. Yeah. And for not having played the game anyways, because at that time frame, I, didn't even know about the Mad Max. All right, we've got our 5 scores. Let's go ahead and average them out.
I think I've got all.
All right. Well, the 3 scores in the 70s basically keep this going from the B's. It missed it by 4 points. Goes in the C tier, though, at 76. All right. Nicely done. Still a passing grade. Very respectable there. Okay. The end of the third half hour is complete, and we go now back to What Am I for the next. You get 3 clues now on this particular subject that we are still looking for. Here is, of course, the card. I always show the card so that way it's, Okay, clue number 5. Some people enjoy lying out under me.
All right.
Number 6, retirees and college students especially seek me out. And clue number 7, planets revolve around me. I think
I know what it
That's
is.
still
Yeah.
what I think it is.
Yeah, we won't.
I think I know what it is.
Yeah, I think so too. But no reveal of your answers until after the game is over. So we still got 1 more half hour to go. Eric, are you
Wait for the end of that half hour.
Eric,
I can
All right.
hang in there for a few.
You can hang till 11. Okay.
Yeah,
Somebody's virus protector went off.
Yeah, I'm trying to download the news version of MAME here. So 1 second.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, we'll go ahead and get back to the game here. We're ready to. Okay. This is the final half hour of episode 29. Next week will be the 30th episode of our show, and I think we might have a little party to celebrate that, maybe with some festivity things, especially Gianni's Jesus impression. Will the risen Christ please stand?
What?
Bring us some bread and wine, oh Messiah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, let's go on here to the next game in our list. And okay, it is the Moffat Conspiracy, or Logo 13. Wow. Huh. I like to call it the Moffat Conspiracy. Oh my gosh. Put out by ACOM and
Maffei?
Yeah, huh?
Maffei, that's what I call it.
I call it the Moffat Conspiracy, or the Moffat Conspiracy, or the Moffat, June 1990 is what the date of this is. This is a game that was sequel to Gologo 13, the top secret episode. A weapon satellite has been snatched out of orbit, and the world is facing nuclear destruction. Behind this act is a group of terrorists known as the Moffat Conspiracy. The terrorists plan to extort the U.S. and Soviet governments by threatening to make their satellites fall from space. The Moffat are demanding that the Soviets turn over their research on electromagnetic waves, and the American government give them, the Los Angeles, a ship that is equipped with nuclear warheads. The CIA and KGB are blaming each other, and Gologo 13's mission is to eliminate the leader of the Moffat Revolutionary Group, destroy the satellite capture system, and rescue Dr. Barrows. Now, the doctor was kidnapped from his lab in England many years ago and taken to Paris, where he remains in confinement. That is the story. That is the plot. We now go back to the top of the list here with Eric Lima for the Moffat Conspiracy. Sorry about that.
Gologo 13. That is a legendary anime cartoon. I've heard a little bit about that, and it seems like the detective acts a little bit of goofy and silliness, which I appreciate. Goofiness and silliness, especially anime cartoons, where that makes the characters even funnier. So I'm looking at the I'm looking at I am looking at the cover. It's like oh boy, a little bit, but you know what? I'll give it a solid 70.
All right, a passing 70 for that matter. Okay, it's locked in. Okay, Brandon Bogard, you're up with the Moffat Conspiracy.
The Moffat Conspiracy. Okay, let me read this. It won't take too long. A Star Wars satellite has been snatched out of the orbit.
Star Wars.
It's on the back cover. And it says, a Star Wars satellite. What are people watching the series from space? And I mean, I guess probably the front cover is looking the way it's supposed to represent. Images in the back, gameplay, not so much. I'll give this a 74.
74. Passing, though. Very good. And a 70 there, a 74. And a belch, too, right?
Yeah, there you
go. Okay, Scott McVeigh, you're up with the Moffat Conspiracy. There you go. All righty. Okay, Scott, unmute yourself, please.
Sorry, when I was trying to do that loading, I tried to quiet myself. Okay, first of all, this is the sequel to, of course, the top secret episode, Golgo 13, we did several weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it looks like a pretty good, action title, though, for the most part. Some of the screenshots I see have a lot of good graphics, and they look very detailed. There is some good. This is a lot more of an action title, and not so much of a sniper title like Golgo 13 was. What the other game was like about. So this is a lot more action related, and I think it looks kind of fun. Actually, I like this idea. So now, of course, the cover art is kind of a little. It's at least better than the all gray that we had in the other game, though, as well. But it is a little confusing at the same time. But I'm still going to give this a nice little 83.
83. Okay, very good there. Nicely done. Okay, Gianni, you're up with the Moffat Conspiracy.
Okay. Not heard of this game. I don't know what the Moffat Conspiracy is. So I don't know why I'm not a fan of the cover art. We'll start with there.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, there's got people looking there, and I don't know what else is going on in there. Like, it looks like it's kind of like an illusion if that they're standing on the floor, but the red kind of blends in with the red part of it, and if they're not, I don't know. That's kind of cool. Title screen, kind of basic. I can't find much of the gameplay on it, but I'm gonna have to give this a low grade. 66.
He buzzes it. Okay. All right, 66. Okay. Well, based on what I've read in the description, I was there. I've never seen this game before, and I've never heard of it. So, the cover art looks terrible. Looks just like it was just slabbed with a bunch of the paint, very little details. Maybe you might see the guy in the picture there. I can't really say anything positive about this, so I'm gonna fail it and go 63. Yep, and you're the buzzer. Yep. Okay, we have our 5 scores. Let's go ahead and average it out.
I think I've got all.
All right, well, this one barely did pass, even with the 2 Ds that me and Gianni gave it. It goes into the C tier, 71.2. Wow. Huh. That's what you call cutting it close, All right, we got another game going on here. Let's go ahead and bring it up. We got ourselves going here. All right, next one up on the list is Magic Darts. Ooh, we have a dart game. Wow, one of the first ones we've seen tonight. This is put out by Sata and Romstar, April 26th, 1991. Magic Darts. The game allowed for up to 4 players to play 3 weights of darts as one of 10 characters in 6 different versions of darts. So how many here on the panel have actually played darts?
I have.
Okay. So you're
once or twice.
You're all familiar with the scoring system, how many games you can play.
different variations, all that good stuff. Okay.
I've always wanted to kind of make a dart game of my own, but I'm still having issues.
I actually had a
That's
friend
making a
who like
regular
built,
game
I had one
myself.
of my friends who built his own dartboard. So
Wow.
Oh no, I mean a dart video game,
oh,
PC game, yeah,
Mhm.
in 3D.
ooh, that would be cool. Like the UK Bullseye.
Yep.
Well, technically, I have seen a dart mini game in Final Fantasy VII Remake a couple of years ago. And when you're in the bar, waiting for everyone else in their meeting, Cloud can actually play a game of darts.
All right. So who are we starting with this time on the Magic Darts?
We started at the top last time, so next week.
It's you. Okay, you, Brandon
Ooh.
Bogart. Magic Darts.
So it looks like it is exactly what the title represents.
Yeah.
Except I don't know why they would even call it magic darts or what's so magic even.
Yeah.
It's very weird. But I'll say another one. There's an image where apparently there's like a robot. One of the characters is a freaking robot.
That's what I'm seeing.
Yep.
This is pretty weird, but I'll give it a 98.
Wow, 98. Okay. High A on that one. Okay, Scott McVeigh.
It's darts.
Magic
Basically, it's a game of darts, basically, for the most part here.
Yep.
Like I said, if you can figure out how to do aiming and all that stuff, and several different types of game modes here, which I think is a pretty neat idea. Pure and simple. It's a good game. I'm not going to give it as high as a 98. I'll say that, but I will give you an 85.
On 85, which is still a middle of the road B. Very nice. Okay, Gianni, you're up with Magic Darts.
Okay, I mean, darts definitely a classic. I mean, you mentioned the bar. Definitely, when I go to the bar, there's usually a dartboard there. So, I mean, darts are kind of like classic staple a lot of games. But I think I've heard of this Magic Darts game. I've never played it, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what's so magical about them. I'll have to look through the game. This might be another game I'll download after the show on my emulator.
You got 2 games of inspiration to be basically looking at.
I'm thinking about downloading almost every game we've played on here. That we talked about.
Let's see what brings out the inspirational.
Good or bad? I'm thinking
bad.
I'm probably gonna start doing that.
Yep.
I mean, they're all online mostly, so
Right.
But for this game, there's a lot of green in the background. Doesn't look like there's too much into it. I'm gonna give this one 82.
82. Okay. We got another B there for you. Okay, Eric Lima, you're up with Magic Darts.
Magic Darts. Oh, never played the game, and I tried playing darts. I kind of suck at it, but
Yeah.
I know last thing. Yeah, I look at the cover here. It is a perfect generic of a cart a cover of Magic Darts, basically, and so, well, again, gonna go with a passing grade. Won't fail it because it's a simple game, and even a child could play it. Well, I can say I'm going to give it a 77.
77 after Eric Lima's 77 TV. There you go. Very nice. Yeah, very good one there. Okay. Well, now, not having played Magic Darts, but I have played darts, and I would rather go to a place where there was electronic darts anytime and spend $10 in quarters to play. Okay. But having looked at this game and I saw the cover art, I would definitely get it, considering the fact that I'd like to try it, liked to try it, because darts and pool are 2 of my favorite games to play. Beautiful cover art. I had to take points off for the fact that I've never played it, so I'm going to give it a 96. Yes, 96. So we've got our 5 scores. Let's go ahead and average this one out.
think I've got all.
Well, even with the couple of high scores that were in there, it was not enough to take it to the A's, but it does fall into the B's at 87.6. Very good. So it goes right next to Lunar. Look at that. Pulling darts go into the B tier. How about that for a great combination? You can't get any better than that, folks.
There you go.
All right. All right. We got a basketball game coming up next. And this is Magic Johnson's Fast Break. Oh, yeah. The great Magic Johnson, who's still around these days. Okay, this is put out by Software Creations and Trade West, March 1990. And, of course, it's a side-scrolling basketball sports game developed by Arcadia Systems. In 1990, Trade West published the Software Creations and adaptation of the game for the Nintendo. And the game features 2 generic basketball teams. Most versions of the game have 1 and 2 player modes. The NES version is one of a handful of software titles to support 3 and 4 player simultaneous playing with the satellite. And the 4-square console, Gianni, accessories.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The bane of James's existence.
That's right.
Right on, man. I mean, this kind of it has no. You look at this, and of course, you can also see Super Slam Dunk and Double Dribble. So it was, it has Magic Johnson on the cover, but generic teams. Oh, brother! All right. Well, we went to we go to Scott McVeigh with this one here.
Generic. Yeah, that's
Johnson's.
Yeah. This sounds like now Trade West is a good company. I'll give it that.
They've been
and considering that this is as like as simple as we've said in this description, generic game. It's a generic, but I can't give it a bad grade. But I will give you right about the middle at 70. How about that?
All right, passing grade of 70 on that one. Okay, it's in there. Gianni, it's up for you at the Magic Johnson's Fast Break and the satellite and all those great accessories of James.
Yeah, I mean, of course we know about that. I'm just gonna go on the fact that it's good that they used it of all the players. They used a well-known player of the time, Magic Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
But the generic Magic Johnson is not on a generic team. He's on like a well-known team. Like, I don't know if they couldn't get the rights to the teams or something, but
yeah, possibly
the Lakers.
That could be a possibility. But if that's the case, I mean, I can see it's would be hard to do, but I mean, they probably would get the right to use Magic Johnson's name. So you never know. But other than that, let's see. What were the accessories used?
You could use the regular controller, and then you had the satellite or the 4-score console.
4-score. I don't think I knew about the satellite.
I saw the satellite on a actual demonstration of the NES satellite. I think it came with one of the console packs was the NES satellite.
Okay, AVGN. I don't think ever mentioned that one.
No. But it does exist because it does.
He mentioned, I think, something similar with the Game Boy. I think.
Yeah, he was talking about the power pad, the NES Advantage, and the other one. Those
U-Force.
U-Force, but even the smaller
power pad. Yeah,
the power pad and the Advantage.
Yeah. The Advantage and the 4-score. I know he talked about.
Right.
I do like some of the Encore. It looked like like Double Dribble a little bit.
Well, it's comparable, but here's the thing about Double Dribble, if I may intercept you a little bit. Double Dribble, at least you had the reputable name teams, even though
that is true. Yeah,
you played Boston Celtics, Lakers, you had the Knicks, you had the Bulls. So you had 4 teams of that, but you really couldn't tell who you were playing on them, but you could tell Michael Jordan was on one of them, Larry Bird was on another, and so forth.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna give it
cat side
71.
You're gonna one up him. Oh my god! Wow. You're gonna one up there for Gianni. He gives us 71. All right, Eric Lima, you are up with Magic Johnson's Fast Break.
Magic Johnson, an NBA legend. a Hall of Famer. Indeed, I know back in the day, I think the reason why with the generic teams, and I can think of, like, I'm going to be logical here for just a second, that would be because of the copyright, probably the copyright with EBA and all that, and it all depends on the company too that makes the game.
Yeah.
So, I don't mind generic teams. You can make up your own teams and have a lot of fun with them. That's why Big League Slugger Baseball was one of my favorite games for the PlayStation, because it gives you that ability. But we're talking NES games. We're talking the boxing games. The box games. Well, Michael Jordan. I'm thinking Michael Jordan. See, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, and Larry Bird.
It's all in the
Yeah,
end.
those are the big guys. Yeah, big names.
So they're synonymous with one another there. So Magic Johnson's Fast Break. I'm going to go again, average number. Let's go 72.
Then you won up both of them. There you go. Well, that's 3 1-ups for all you guys, but pretty much there.
My mushroom.
Yep. All right. You're up with Magic Johnson's Fast Break, and we see a basketball. So, yep, every time we have a game of basketball, Brandon Bogart brings the ball.
So, this I do like. It's kind of reminding me again, going back to my SNES games, NBA Jam.
Yeah.
My thing is, I wish there was like a little more, or it's looking like just a bit cheaper, especially with the way the players are looking in the game, not in real life. I mean the game. So I'm going to get this 89.
89. What a difference of scores there. Wow. 89, and he really gives it a high beat. There you go. Well, now I have played many a basketball games, but not this one. What I'm also disappointed is like Gianni and Eric Lima have said before, using the generic teams. But to put Magic Johnson on the cover and not have the man play, you lose me right there, because at least with Mike Tyson fought in the matches, like with Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Same thing with Jordan versus Bird, 1-on-1. They had Jordan versus Bird in the game. You either were Jordan or you were Bird, one of the two, But here, to put generic teams, even with all the copyrights, come on. I mean, surely they could have upped a little bit and had the Lakers in there, the Lakers versus the Bulls, or the Lakers versus the Pistons, or some other, the Celtics, then the Lakers. They could have had that, and it would have been just as good. But you lose me there, and I only can give it. I can only give it 76. Yeah, that's as bad as you can go. Yeah. Hey, did I one-up anybody? Who gave it? I thought, Scott, you gave it a 75, didn't you?
I gave it a 70.
Oh, you gave it a 70. Okay.
That's why you doubled up on the other two guys.
Yeah, that's true. All right. We got our 5 scores. Let's go ahead and average it out. Here we go. Okay, well, this one does not get into the B's. In fact, it stays in the C tier, 75.6. Okay, well, that does it for this edition here. We'll finish it up, and we'll go ahead and add our timeout. That means we're out of time on this edition, because now we got to go ahead and get ourselves going here. So we're going to go ahead and close up. We're going to shut down for tonight. All righty. Let me go ahead and stop the screen sharing. Oh, wow. I didn't want to do that. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Okay. All right. We got to finish up the What Am I here and get it going. You guys played really good tonight, though. It was fun. Eric, did you have fun?
Yeah, it was really cool.
I'm telling you, see, these guys are good, man. They treat everybody nicely. You're all amongst friends. Okay, here are the final 3 clues, but I don't think you'll need it, because considering the fact that you guys got it off over the last 3 clues, but I'll go ahead and, here we go. Clue number 8. I am bright and hot. And clue number 9, Monet did a study of my light with his Haystack series. And of course, finally, what am I with the initial S? Like, really, I don't even know why I'm even thinking this. But I need to know your answers. So, Eric, we'll start with you. What did you think?
Definitely the sun.
That is correct. You are right.
Yeah.
Brandon.
I knew literally after the first 2 clues, it was definitely the sun.
You got it. Johnny.
I also said the sun. Thanks to Mickey.
Yeah.
And Scott.
It's the same thing. Yeah, just like Brandon, I knew this after the second or so clue too. So it is the sun.
There you go. You guys all got it. Nicely done. A clean sweep tonight. All right. Now, what we're going to do for next week, of course, because we are on the 30th anniversary, or not the 30th anniversary, the 30th episode, we go back to Who Am I with that next okay, so that'll be next week. Also, too, when we do the clues and everything, get a index card and write your answer on that, and we'll play match game,
Okay.
So we'll hold it up like that, and then if you're right, I'll go ahead and ding and buzz you. So next week, of course, we continue our look at the M games, and when we come back, we'll be starting off with a very interesting game called The Magic of Scheherazade, or
Sherazade.
Scheherazade.
Yeah.
Sherazade.
Can't even pronounce the damn freaking name. That's so
Scheherazade.
Sherazade.
Scheherazade.
Had 1,000 tails. I think it's Sherazade because I remember watching Aladdin.
Okay.
There you go.
42 Sherazade had 1,000 tails.
Yeah, because at this point, I'm like, I'm not even close to the description of it. So,
And we have graded 12 games today.
Nice. We did great. See, we were getting better. Last week we did 11. That's good. NES game 29. We save that. I'm going to save it.
29. We have graded 329 games total so far. 381 more.
Mm-hmm.
Almost getting to halfway.
We're getting there.
All right. Very good,
Like
gentlemen.
I said, we're getting into my favorite series next week, the Mega Man. So that's going to be fun.
We got the Mega Man, but we've got regular Mario Brothers, and Marble Madness is in there too.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
And for whatever reason, McDonald's.
McKids.
McKids.
Yeah, exactly.
Figuring out that's an AVGN game.
Oh my gosh. Well, so I got some different music here to close us out with, and I think Scott might know this one. Eric might know this one too. I'm going to play this real quick, and if you guys know the song or if you guys know where it's from, it's a very short clip. I played it to a JK, and he already knows, so he's already excluded himself. But if you guys are doing, you just play it out here. Here we go. Here we go. All right, you heard this. You heard it for about 1 minute and 4 seconds. Eric, you know the music that goes with this particular, the show or something that goes with the music.
Oh, why does it sound familiar? I just can't put my finger on it. I was thinking, I thought it was like a lower version of the match game, but
not quite.
But do you have a guess though?
No, I don't have a guess.
He gets buzzed.
Buzz me out.
All right, Brandon Bogard, what do you think?
I've got nothing. I've never heard of it.
You got nothing. Never heard of it. Gianni, do you know?
I haven't heard of. I feel like I have, but I can't.
All right. Well, you can
Yeah.
save everybody here if you know which one I'm talking about.
Gosh. I don't know. It sounds something from 70s, but I can't really put my hand. I'm sorry, I can't even remember this title.
Well, you guys are going to be shocked when you hear it because I didn't know it. The name of the song is called Afro Cat by Richard C. Sanders, and the show that goes with it is Billy Joe Jive from Sesame Street. Super
I know what.
My partner Sunset Susie and I are on the case.
I forgot about him.
Whoa.
So you guys got stumped by, and that'll be one of our ending songs. So that'd be pretty good there.
Cool.
A whole slew of other stuff for you next week to kind of get you in the mood. But thanks again for definitely coming by, Eric, and covering for Mark Leota. We appreciate it. You're more than welcome to come anytime you want and sit in when Mark's here. So the invitation is always open for you. You know what I mean? In the meantime, we'll say goodbye, and thanks to Eric Lima, Brandon Bogard, Gianni Pizzi, Scott McVeigh, and of course to Jason Kelly, who will always be back next time as well, too. From all of us here at Wipe Those Tears, I'm Jason DeCanio. Have a great night. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Gary Dawson Network for more great content like this one.